Welcome to Excalibur Systems' Introduction to ARINC-825, otherwise known as CAN-825, the Controller Area Network Standard adopted for aviation by Airbus and Boeing. This tutorial covers everything a system engineer needs: how messages are structured, how the bus arbitrates transmissions, and how to apply ARINC-825 in real avionics systems. Excalibur Systems provides ARINC-825 interface hardware and software tools used worldwide in avionics test and integration programs. Where exactly is ARINC-825 used? Typical applications include the following. CAN-825 is the low-cost, short-range complement to AFDX on large commercial aircraft. Originally developed by Bosch in the 1980s for automotive networks, CANbus was adopted in avionics because of its low cost, proven reliability, and deterministic behavior. ARINC-825.1 was released in 2010 to standardize how CAN is used in avionics. The most recent revision, ARINC-825.4, further refines the specification. Today, ARINC-825 is the preferred CAN-based bus for next-generation Airbus and Boeing platforms. At 1 MHz, a CAN-825 bus must not exceed 40 meters, ideal for localized subsystems such as a wingtip assembly, landing gear bay, or galley. A gateway node bridges the local CAN-825 network to a higher speed backbone such as AFDX, ARINC-664, forwarding aggregated data to the cockpit or avionics core. A single device may also connect to multiple CAN-825 buses simultaneously and route data between them, enabling redundant or partitioned architectures. CAN-825 uses a balanced differential signal on a twisted shielded pair, making it highly resistant to electromagnetic interference, critical in avionics environments. Every message carries a 29-bit identifier that governs routing, priority, and data interpretation. Hardware-level CRC is appended to each message and verified by the receiver, guaranteeing data integrity without any host software intervention. CAN hardware automatically verifies CRC on every received frame. No software validation code required. Each CAN frame is delimited by a start-of-frame and an end-of-frame bit sequence, allowing all nodes to synchronize to incoming messages. An acknowledgement bit is inserted by any receiving node that has correctly decoded the frame, giving the transmitter immediate confirmation of reception. If no node acknowledges, the transmitter detects a bus or node failure. A missing acknowledgement means no node accepted the frame. The transmitter detects this immediately and escalates the error counter. From an application perspective, only 3 fields matter: the 29-bit identifier, routing and data interpretation, the control byte, number of data bytes 0 to 8, and the data field, payload up to 8 bytes. ARINC-825 mandates the 29-bit extended identifier. Older pre-standard avionics devices may use 11-bit identifiers. Excalibur 825 modules are capable of receiving and transmitting 11-bit identifiers. ARINC-825 defines 2 types of 825 identifiers: a one-to-many identifier structure and a directed message identifier structure. The 3 most significant bits of each identifier form the logical communication channel, or LCC, setting message type and priority. A lower LCC value means higher bus priority. The source FID, or SFID, identifies the transmitting device type. The redundancy channel identifier, or RCI, tags which physical bus the message came from, essential for redundant multi-bus architectures. This identifier is used to transmit to a specific node and therefore contains a destination address and a destination port ID. A single CAN-825 frame, up to 8 bytes, can pack multiple data elements, for example, 4 bytes of latitude followed by 4 bytes of longitude. The specification defines standard data types, signed and unsigned integers, floating point values, enumerated types, and ASCII strings. A private data type is available for proprietary or custom formats. The standard is metric-oriented but accommodates imperial units, feet, pounds, gallons, used by some airframe manufacturers. Not all messages carry engineering data. Each ARINC-825 node transmits a health status message once per second, reporting the number of CAN errors detected in the previous second. Because all health messages share the same top 12 identifier bits, they are easy to filter and collect from all nodes simultaneously. The lower bits uniquely identify the reporting node. This continuous monitoring enables early detection of degraded or failing nodes. The health message payload contains several fields. The TEC, Transmit Error Counter, and REC, Receive Error Counter, are hardware-maintained registers that reflect the physical layer error state of the CAN controller. Several additional fields are useful for trend analysis and predictive maintenance. ARINC-825 defines several additional service message types beyond the health message. Node address claim messages allow devices to register their identity on the bus. File transfer service messages provide a standardized mechanism for software or data upload and download. Synchronization messages align the internal clocks of multiple nodes. Built-in test control service messages report the operational health of the physical device itself. For example, whether a smoke detector is functioning, as distinct from the CAN communications health reported by the health message. Health means the CANbus is error-free. Bit means the pressure sensor connected to that node is reading correctly. You need both. ARINC-825 adds deterministic transmission scheduling, a key requirement for safety-critical avionics that basic CAN does not provide. The system architect allocates bandwidth to each node in bytes per minor frame, ensuring high-rate data, for instance flight control positions, is transmitted more often than low-rate data, for instance system temperatures. This bandwidth mode guarantees latency bounds and prevents any single node from monopolizing the bus. Excalibur's M8K825 CAN hardware executes the bus schedule autonomously in firmware, eliminating host CPU loading. CAN hardware uses bit stuffing to maintain clock synchronization between transmitter and receiver. After 5 consecutive identical bits, the transmitter automatically inserts one bit of the opposite value. The receiver strips this extra bit transparently before passing data to software. Without bit stuffing, oscillator tolerances across nodes could cause the receiver to lose count of received bits. Bit stuffing is handled entirely by the CAN hardware. It is invisible to application software and adds no complexity for the developer. CAN uses non-destructive bitwise arbitration. Every node reads back the bus as it transmits. A 0, dominant, always overrides a 1, recessive, on the wire. When two nodes transmit simultaneously, a node that sent a 1 but reads back a 0 knows a higher priority message is being transmitted and immediately stops, without corrupting the winning message. Arbitration resolves in real time, bit by bit. Because lower numbered identifiers contain more leading zeros, they win arbitration and receive higher bus priority, aligning perfectly with ARINC-825's LCC priority scheme. A CAN-825 bus must be terminated at each physical end with a 120 ohm resistor to absorb signal reflections. Twisted shielded cable is required for EMI immunity. Nodes are connected by splicing high, low, and shield from the main bus run, keeping stubs as short as possible. The high and low splices must be equal in length. Mismatches cause differential skew that degrades signal integrity, particularly at 1 MHz. Proper termination and stub management are critical. At Excalibur, we don't just supply hardware, we support the engineers behind it. From first evaluation to full deployment, our team is available to answer questions, provide sample code, and help you integrate ARINC-825 into your system. Start with the M8K825 CAN datasheet, available on our website, or contact us directly. We'd love to hear about your project.